This is a special reading that I did for a community that I created on Facebook called the Always Worthy Community. And in this community, I make videos, tarot readings for people who are struggling to recover from religious trauma. And if you find this reading helpful or healing in any way, we would love to have you join us. Let's get into the reading. Hi everyone, this is one of our group readings, and I am addressing the question, how can I communicate with true believing member, family, and friends? How can I deal with grief and loss over the whole situation of changing values and how it impacts my relationships? And we're going to actually dive right into the oracle cards. First, we got your commitment is being tested, the first quarter moon. And you've started this path that you're on right now, and because it felt right to you, it felt good to you. And now, as you're getting pushback from family and friends, that commitment to who you are is being tested. And that is a challenge. I know all about it. So the next card is the blessing of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into endless blessing. And the last oracle card is a beautiful awakening. It says, within me is a beautiful divine spark. This place is magic. I am magic. And there is so much beauty to discover within myself and the world. I am a part of a beautiful awakening. These three oracle cards together are asking you to stay committed to yourself and your path, regardless of the ideas and opinions of others, and to let go of all that no longer serves you and step into the beauty of being who you are and showing up as you came here to show up, and find the magic in that and be so grateful for the path that you're walking, because it's actually a very sacred path. Let's get into some tarot and see what else comes through in regards to this question of how we can communicate with our true believing family and friends and deal with this grief and loss that we feel. What can we do about that? Okay, that's it. Let me show you what we got. Before I get into the message that I see here, I want you to take some time and look at the imagery that you see and give yourself space and time to pick up your own personal messages. What you pick up for yourself is more important than what any tarot reader would tell you. And continue to be open to your own intuition as I speak what I see. In the imagery of the Two of Cups, the first card here, we can see that there are two people meeting eye to eye in a situation of equal give and take and of great love. But this card is in reverse. This card is here to confirm and acknowledge what you're talking about here, this split between family and friends, this break in what we thought was a loving connection being divided by the beliefs and ideas of the church in such a profound way, and the grief that is caused by this split. And we can see with the Three of Swords in reverse that the emotional pain that we're going through here, a lot of times we don't want to feel it because we don't even want to accept that this is happening sometimes. Rejection like this and the splitting of soul connections that matter so much to us are not what should happen. A soul connection, a connection that is built from the space of the heart, should not be so easily broken by a change of ideas or values. It is conditional love, and the reason it's so hard for us to accept that this is even happening is because this is not how we operate, but we just happen to be surrounded by people who don't know how to do better. And even though I know this is so painful, trust me, I know this path, and I have lost pretty much everyone, so I understand the not wanting to see that this is actually happening and not wanting to feel the grief and face it head on. But we can see in this reading with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse that you've been trying to change the situation. You've been trying to make it balanced with the Six of Pentacles. You've been trying so hard to help everyone see eye to eye and to return to that loving connection that you had before, but you're just coming up against rejection. You can see in the Four of Cups, here you are with your beautiful love and the beautiful things that you're learning, and you're trying to offer it to people you care about. But they're sitting there with their arms folded and their eyes closed. And even in this picture, this girl has headphones on. And I have experienced this so much, and I've heard so many people talk about this experience of trying to share these beautiful things that they're learning, but they're just being rejected. And unfortunately, we can't force them to see what we see. We can't wake them up. That is something they have to choose to do on their own. But the advice that your guides would like to give you through this reading is actually the Eight of Pentacles. And you can see this woman sitting here, and she's working on something that she cares about. She's working on her alignment, building her life in a way that feels in tune with her heart and her mind and her spirit. And her back is turned to all of this rejection and all of this pain. What we cannot change, we're being invited to accept. And I know that is so, so hard. That's why the Blessing of Letting Go Oracle card came out. But also the Beautiful Awakening card came out because here you are with this awesome opportunity before you to create the life that you've always wanted to create, to discover the magic that comes from within you, not outside of you. And even though you have been through this great loss and this great heartbreak, this was a story about them, not a story about you. You have always been worthy of great love and care. You have always been enough. And now it's time for you to give those things to yourself and build the life that you want. And there will always be songs in my readings. And the song that my guides wanted me to share in response to this question is Magic by St. Finnegan. And it's actually one of my favorite songs. And so go ahead and listen to it and see what you pick up for yourself as your own message for this. But I love that he says it's time to follow the practice of a different one. And that different one is actually you, it's your heart. And he also says our culture needs some imagination. And this is a time to discover what type of fabric that you are made of and to show the world what you are, who you are, and the magic of who you are. And you are breaking chains. And in doing that, it is a part of our calling to challenge the toxic beliefs that have held us and our family bound. And I know that this path is so painful, but what you're doing is so beautiful. You are the magic.
I think this could be my calling, to bring your blood up to a boil.